It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into an artist. Today's artist is Tori Amos, Things You Should Know at the Jump, and I'm going to try to start putting this in the beginning of every episode. I am most likely just learning this artist, which definitely affects every list that we do. Keep that in mind. I'm ingesting a discography in, generally speaking, less than a month. So keep that in mind when you hear what our list is. Just saying, we get a lot of flack here, which is fine, but you should understand how we come to this list. Like I said, today's artist is Tori Amos, and I did a lot of hard work, Jack, to get my list together, and that hard work does indeed work. I'm just saying, the Hard Work Works fitness app is where you can go and get jacked. You guys can't see it. The webcam isn't on, but I definitely flexed. Yeah, because I'm getting jacked. Hard Work Works fitness. Download the app. It's a free download. You get a month to try it out. And if you don't like it, peace be with you. If you do like it, it's only $10 a month. And Joe will put together a workout that will get you in tip-top physical. Hashtag join the hustle. Hashtag I love Coach Joe. So we are talking.
So can Coach Joe help you with your segues?
No.
Shit.
Nothing will ever help me with. You should know this by now, Jody.
I should, but I still hold out hope.
One of these days, my segues will be good, and I will be able to talk without saying
Cool.
But we will anxiously await the day. So this is a long-awaited episode of Deprogrammed. There's reasons that we won't get into as to why it's taken this long to get here. But I do want to point out, Lauren, you put Tori Amos up on the table. Hey-o, phrasing.
Yes.
So what is it about Tori Amos? Why did she have to be somebody you talked about, and why did you bring her to the table?
Tori Amos is the epitome of music to me.
Oh.
When I first started, around the ages of 13, 14, really coming into the musical genres that I liked and really understanding music, when you get to the age where you go alone in your room and listen to your music for hours without doing anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Tori Amos was that artist for me.
Yeah.
And she's the only artist that I sought out as many B-sides as I could find and as many weird, quirky live performances as I could find. And I'd, go to the little indie CD shops of the 90s with my babysitting money and be like, oh, look, this one has a cover of this on it. And this one has, a live version of this song on it. And one thing when I brought up to a friend that I was doing this episode of Deprogrammed, and it's a friend that's not very familiar with Deprogrammed, her first response was like, oh, what covers are you putting on? And I was like, well, we don't really do that for Deprogrammed, and she's like, but the covers really help you. It doesn't just help you connect with her. It helps you connect to her place in the world with how she's interpreted these covers.
Yeah. I get that.
And, I think the song that probably made me fall in love with her on the deepest level was her cover of Smells Like Teen Spirit.
I was just going to say, that one's tremendous.
It's just because it's still such a strong presence of the song and such a raw emotional feeling, but so vastly different from the original.
Mm-hmm. Taking the song
Yeah.
and she made it Tori without losing the Nirvana edge.
Right.
So that one is just outstanding. Kristin, you were second aboard. Actually, you've been flying the Tori flag. You were like, well, if you can't get person X or Y to do this, then I'll just do it. So you've been pushing for this one for a while. So what is it about Tori for you?
Well, Tori was like Lauren said. I mean, I'm a few years younger than you guys, but I think I was in middle school when it was Boys for Pele. Is it
Pele?
Pele.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume it's
That
after
was-
the soccer player.
That was
which is Pele.
the first album that I sort of got a hold of, like on my own, and did the listening to music in your room thing in middle school. And then I sort of went back, although my parents had Little Earthquakes and Under the Pink, so I'd heard those albums, but I
You've
wasn't.
got cool parents. I'm jealous.
Yeah, they listen. They were different then than they are now. I'll just say that. So, I was familiar and loved the music prior, but like Boys for Pele is the first album I took and, stole from the CD rack and went into my bedroom and really listened and felt something. And I was at the time teaching myself guitar and writing poetry and songs. And I was listening to artists like Jewel. And of course, that's when I found, although not any related, but that's when I found my love for Hanson as well, like that same time period. So, she is so deep, and it makes you question things that you've learned, and question what were we talking about? Question your religion, and question how do I think of relationships and like Satan and God and what is being in love, what is it really supposed to be, because movies and everything like tells you one thing, and then you have this artist like Tori Amos questioning those norms and putting those in your music. And if you're not really listening, you might not quite get it, but she's so real. And I don't know if it comes from personal experiences. That's besides, I don't know, because I've not Googled or like Wikipedia'd like her life and the things she's been through. But some of the stuff she sings about, it's like you don't normally sing, like not your regular mainstream artist is going to go there, but she does. So to me, she's just, how'd you put it, Lauren? She's the epitome of music. Like she's everything. Yeah. Oh my God, Kat. Sorry.
Kat wants to be on the panel.
Yeah. Well, before we move on to Jody, you mentioned unrelated when in regards to Hanson. Mm-hmm. I don't think so. I think because you mentioned Jewel in the same breath, who I think if you asked Jewel would probably say was inspired by Tori.
Possibly.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Hanson, I think it's so they get a lot of flack for how they came into the business, but they're musicians. And I think your love of Tori, your love of Jewel,
artists like
informed why you might connect. It may not have been your initial reason for going to Hanson, but I think I'm just saying why you fell in love with Hanson might be related to.
It's a similar reason why I fell in love with Tori. It's just like a connection that you have on what they're singing about and how the music. It's not just about the lyrics, although a lot of it is the lyrics for me, but the emotion in the song.
Oh God, the emotion.
And Tori does this thing where she's breathy. She makes noises with her mouth that it's like
it's like that's music. And how is a breath music?
She's using her like lips and her breathing as part of the music, as part of the experience. And I love that. It's just so genius.
Yes, like when she lets out a sigh and it's like, like how was that music?
Yeah. It's not just a hum.
Yeah.
It's a
right.
It's an exasperation.
And it's like a transition, an exasperation and a transition and a flow between her phrases and breaths. Mm-hmm. And she understands her. I want to say, having seen her live, I want to say she understands her whole body as an instrument, not just her vocal cords.
She's standing on certain, like she's at the piano and she knows I can't sit for this part. Like there's something about this you have to be animated for or whatever.
Right.
I mean,
and And how about this? At the piano and the harpsichord behind
At
her
the same
at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you even do that? And I think that in a sense, then when you are playing piano, your body is part of the instrument, because the measure of how you hit the keys, it's not just knowing the notes and the rhythm of the song, it's how you strike it. When you pause, your body is part of the piano playing at that time.
Right.
It is the instrument.
Right.
Yeah.
So poor Jody, just waiting patiently.
Sorry, Jody.
La, 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 la.
So walk me through what it is, what brings you to the table for Tori Amos.
Well, I'm not clear on how I first came across her. I think it was probably the same person that got me into Train and got me into like half the artists that I've been on in the last few episodes that I've been here, but I'm not sure. What I do know is that there isn't a single one of her songs that I either can't directly relate to, or at the very least relate to the emotion that is behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I get lost in listening. It's one of the things that made prepping for this episode so difficult. Things at home have been kind of hectic, so I've been doing most of my listening here lately at work. But I find that when I'm listening to her stuff, I can't pay attention to anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
She's deep. Yeah.
And so it's just, it was one of those. I know the first song I heard. The first song I heard was Silent All These Years. I know that for certain. I just can't remember when it was I heard it or how I came across it. But after hearing it, I sought out and devoured the entirety of Little Earthquakes and have paid attention to everything else that has come out. And I haven't come across a thing I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
So that leads me to my relationship with Tori has been basically what the mainstream would tell you about her. Like some radio success in the mid 90s, some MTV success in that same time range. She's been a person who's come up in Smashing Pumpkins lore. So she's always kind of been on my radar. I just never made the leap. I've always wanted to, because I've always enjoyed the songs that I have heard. I just never made the leap. I don't know, partially maybe because scared of just how giant this discography is. We did chop it up a little, and it was still massive. And to both of your points, there's no dead weight, is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
I found songs that were easy to cut, but not because they were dead weight, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
And we'll get into that. But one thing I feel like why this is important, sure, I feel like she is critically acclaimed. I feel like she is, she did have some success, but I still feel like she's criminally underrated for her importance to a lot of musicians that, are making their way now. Like we did Sarah Bareilles earlier in the year. I feel like it may not be an A to B path, but Sarah Bareilles Tori Amos is responsible for Sarah Bareilles. We mentioned actually earlier in the year we also did Imogen Heap. I don't think in the same way, but absolutely the line from Tori Amos to Imogen Heap is absolute. Our cat is like literally in the ceiling.
He's in the rafters of the.
You have ceiling cat?
Yes, we have ceiling cat
cat
right
right
now.
now.
Ceiling cat. That is incredible.
Oh God! Dust is falling on my face.
Yeah. So in the Coon studio, there are some beams that the cat is crawling around on. So just in case you hear Kristin or I like that.
It went in my mouth.
But I do think she's criminally underrated. And again, we mentioned Jewel earlier. I think that's a more A to B. I think because the time Jewel pops up is roughly around, where she could be directly related to Tori. And that's just surface level. Like that's without even thinking. These are just people who've made it to the mainstream. God knows who else she's touched.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Well, and another.
no, please go.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Another one that you just mentioned was another one that you recently did a deprogrammed on, and Tori actually came up in conversation with Saint Vincent.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, and
I've
actually, surprisingly enough, recently we were listening to Billie Eilish, and you mentioned her.
Yeah.
You know how there was like a twinge of Tori to her.
I think so.
So I'm just saying, and again, this is all surface level mainstream acts. Who knows like how deep it actually goes. So I feel like this is an important one. This list is going to be difficult. And on that note, Lauren, what was it like putting together your 20 for this?
Just agony.
Yes.
Intense agony because and so one thing that was especially hard, I know that we probably all have our favorite album and it may all be different. We're not going to go into that quite yet.
Yeah.
But for me, her first 3 albums are the essential listening.
Agreed.
Yep.
Just all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a flow and a pattern to them. And breaking up the individual song outside of the album,
Yeah.
I don't know that it's always like that part was hard for me too, because I'm so used to hearing one song flow into the other. And even when it's a change, even when it's a quick change in the emotional aspect, whether it's more upbeat or more somber, there's a reason and there's a way it works.
Yeah.
So that was tough. Trying to just decide, well, do I love this song so much because I love this song, or is there something about it that I can argue as to why this is the one that should be on this list? And that was really hard for me. I tried to pay attention to I tried to give album recognition where I could. But I started realizing that some of the later albums I liked. I loved all the songs on the later albums too. But I was noticing that the songs that I liked were already represented in their style and the category in the other songs from the earlier albums.
Ceiling cat just fell through the ceiling fan.
Oh, is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. You want to let him out, hon? Sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is going to be that kind of episode, I think. So
I'm really happy it's not my cat, because my cat almost ruined Mouthy Broadcast this morning.
Oh, so. Wow.
He literally jumped on the board and fucked with my mic level. So.
Nice. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
okay. Well, what I was saying was I was trying to be representative in the album choices, but then I realized that some of the songs that I was picking in her later albums were better represented by songs in the earlier albums that I already had on the list, and that I felt a more emotional connection to.
Absolutely.
Personally.
Yeah. All right.
So,
hun, I know you finished your list this morning.
Yeah, well,
in the kitchen.
Me too.
Well,
not gonna lie, me too.
I listened to more albums than I was supposed to, so I had songs from other albums like The Beekeeper and stuff on there, and I was like, oh shit. So, yeah, no, I'm in total agreement, Lauren, is everything that you said. So I'm listening to an album and I'm like, okay, these all need to go on my list. So, and then I had to go back and say, okay, let me listen to each song separate from the album so I can get it. And then as I'm listening to albums further deep in her collection, I'm like, this sounds like this one, or this has the same feel as this other song. And not that it's the same song, but you're getting the emotion, or you're getting kind of the same type of message in an earlier song. So yeah, I'm with you, like totally, like, okay, the representation is already on my list. So I couldn't bring myself to cut something from Little Earthquakes or Boys for Pele that I love and have a total connection to, just for the sake of putting a song from Native Invader on there that, although is great, I have a similar representation already on my list, and I'm not willing to cut it. So although there's some representation in my list from other albums, it is very heavy on those first three for sure.
Yeah.
So, Jody, what was it like this time for you? You're usually pretty meticulous.
Well, like I said, first off, it was difficult doing the listening because I don't have time to just commit to just listening and doing nothing else, which this really demanded of me, whether I wanted it to or not. I spent an incredibly large amount of time making myself put something other than Under the Pink on here.
Oh,
This is
interesting.
very heavy Under the Pink.
Yeah, I get it.
There were a few albums, again, later albums, that there's representation, but I really can't do anything but repeat what was already said, that pretty much everything in the later albums had representation of that intent, that style, that feeling earlier, and if not better, at least had a deeper connection for me. So I won't go and continue to repeat both Kristin and Lauren. I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Well, so let me go ahead and repeat for all three of you. No, that is exactly how I felt. So I'm glad to know that that wasn't just me. To me, the essential listening is those first three records. And for the purposes of this program, like, that's where all the exciting stuff is, for lack of a better term. That's where it's like, okay, this is what she does best. And she does it great in the later records, absolutely. And there's a few gems here and there that I plucked. But for the purposes of this show, getting somebody geeked up about Tori, those first three albums are where it's at. So, again, I have representation from everything. Like I said, I was able to find a few songs from each album that was like, okay, this is good, I like this. But if you're asking me what should I listen to, 100% hands down those first three records. That's where it's at. So that being said, the name of the game is Deprogrammed, and I think I need to start putting this part back in because I'm not sure how many people actually listen to these things. But the way we play the game, we have all listened to, we did 7 of Tori's records, and we have plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit. Usually that's where I leave it, and we just move on to the game. But if you're new to this, if it is on all four of if song is on all 4 of our list, it is a unanimous decision and goes through to our list. If it is on 3 of ours or 2 of ours, it goes into the conversation. If it is 1, it is officially unlisted. So those are the parameters of the game. I'm just saying, a lot of people yell at us about song choices, but if it doesn't meet the criteria, then I can't put it through. I mean, there's been discussions to make things happen, but I'm just saying that's the parameters. That's how we get our list. So that being said, I'm swinging heavy because this was the song that I found. I'm going to say it. It's my favorite. It is easily my favorite song by her, at least within the confines of the 7 records we chose. I liked plenty of songs before it, but when this one came up, I got excited. I got geeked up. I was like, yes, this is what I was looking for. It's got harpsichord. It's got dark lyrics. Professional Widow.
It's on mine. Yep.
Yes.
I did not
Yes.
make it.
Okay. Well, we
Did
got
not
3.
make it, and it was painful, but it didn't.
It's okay. That the way she plays the
Comes in.
harpsichord, the way in it's right
And
from the jump.
And the sounds she makes.
Yep.
What we were just talking about. It's all there.
Yep.
And immediately,
Yep.
what is it? What's the line?
Give me peace, love, and a hard cock.
Yeah, that wasn't the line I was talking about, but yeah, that too.
That's not the line you meant?
No, Starfuckers. That's not even the line I meant
Okay,
either.
okay. Yeah.
But it's got to be. It better be big, boy. Like just before that. Yeah, and it's like, okay, like this is everything that I want from her. And the song again just excited the fuck out of me. Like I'm like, yes, all right, I'm in.
Right.
Okay, so professional widow goes into the conversation. All right, Lauren.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and bite the bullet. There is one song that I begged everybody to listen to because it didn't actually fit the criteria of our list of songs, and I begged for everybody to listen. I don't know if you did. It is the live version of Sugar, that was originally a B-side and then was released on the deluxe edition of Boys for Pele. Anybody have it?
Okay, so I don't, but I made special room in my list. I brought in a song that I'm willing to cut if it helps get it into the conversation. If that makes sense.
If it's not in the conversation now, that's okay. I just wanted to say why I loved it so much, and then we can let her go.
Absolutely. Does anybody else have the live version of Sugar from Boys for Pele? Because there are two versions of that.
But I did listen to it, and I definitely agree that it is better than the original album version.
Yes.
But I didn't include it. But yeah, it's definitely significantly better.
So the reason I talked earlier about like trying to collect B-sides and trying to find like, different singles that had rare stuff on it. And this was one of those finds where it had a few different songs on it, Sugar and Honey and something else that at that time had not been released in studio. And I think Sugar ended up coming out on Choir Girl. No, To Venus and Back. It was on the extended cut of that. But not a live version of it, just a regular. The reason I love it so much is she starts out with a story.
Yeah.
She starts explaining why she wrote the song and what it's about.
And she wrote it in 2
hours.
hours.
And some asshole in the crowd interrupts her.
Yeah.
And she tells him to, be quiet. I'm telling a story. And it's kind of mind-boggling because if you've ever seen her live, you don't interrupt that woman. Yeah. You let her speak. I don't know who this guy was and why he thought he needed to hear Father Lucifer at that moment, but no, you need to hear her words.
Yeah.
And the point of the story is she was talking to a guy, thinking he liked her, thinking he was interested in her. He was making her tea, and every time he made her tea, asked her how many sugars.
And he didn't know.
He did, and he had to ask her every time. He'd been making tea for me for 9 months. Don't you think you can know after 9 months how many sugars a girl takes in her tea?
Yeah.
And that's just such a metaphor for a relationship, for is this person worth my time? Does this person think I'm worth their time? It just spoke to me on so many levels. And then she goes into the song, and it's gorgeous, of course, because it's her and it's beautiful. But I just feel like the first time I heard that song just felt such a personal connection to her and her writing style and her music. And I felt like I had to bring it up. So I'm glad that everybody got a chance to listen and did enjoy it. And I understand it doesn't make the list.
I will say that I loved her handling of that guy. Like you said, I don't understand why that guy felt the need to shout a request right then and there, when she was about to play a song. She told you she was going to play a song, and she was explaining like the writing process of that song. So why would you go, Father Lucifer?
It reminded me of when I saw Cyndi Lauper back, I think it was like 2013. And it was a similar situation where she was going in to explain the events in her life that led up to writing the song that she was just about to sing, that she had already mentioned she was about to sing. And someone yelled out, like, wanted her to sing some particular song. And she's like, okay, I'll get there, but I'm doing my story right now. Have you never been to one of my concerts? I'm doing my story.
I just don't get it, man. Like, I don't know. I could go on for hours about that, and maybe we'll revisit that at a later point.
Do a special
maybe
episode.
after the fact.
Yeah, that's what That's what I was thinking. After the fact. All right, Kristin.
I'm just gonna start out with the first one on my list. Silent All These Years.
Yeah.
That is the first one on mine as well.
Oh, I feel like that one's like so quintessential.
There's certain songs that I didn't even have to like listen to. I just knew that they were going to go on my list. And that was one of them. So I just put it on my list. I've heard it millions and millions of times in the last 20 years.
But the fact that it's still that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard it a lot. Being married to you and hearing Tori's one of those artists that you would play that I'd always have my ear open as you're listening. You know, I'd never really like tune in, or I'd never, kind of like Jody said, when she's playing, you kind of have to pay attention. And so like, this is one of those ones, like you said, I knew before even this was even happening. Like this one's in, I was like, this is a absolutely gorgeous song. And it's also, if you don't want the rockin' Tori,
right.
This is
your other
Tori.
option.
Yeah. So.
No, this one I've always related to on a personal level, and it's weird because like
You're Anything But Silent?
Yeah, so it's like I don't know, it's like I'm lost for words
dichotomy?
right now. Yeah, so she's saying one thing, but it's like, but you're saying something different. So, and in my funny lips, I talk funny, and my lips curl. So,
Yeah.
All right, we got one. All right, Jody?
All right. Well, since the first one on my list was already taken out, I'll go ahead and fall over to number 2, which is really kind of sitting side by side to another one. And so it's only number 2 because Trillo won't let me do that. Spark.
Oh, no.
I'm so that was I almost had it. I lost it on my last cut.
It was, I had it until last
Sorry.
night when I was finishing my list.
It's one of the 2 songs of hers that when it plays, I have to sing it.
Oh.
It's period. Like, I'm sorry if you're there and you don't like my singing. That's too damn bad.
oh man,
Now I feel bad. Because
I know.
that one, I mean,
Yeah.
that one was really close as far as like
It's
the
hard.
later
It's hard.
records.
There are no bad songs.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
True.
Nobody is gonna bring up a song that I'm gonna go, what? Why? But it's really hard when it's like I was that close. Like I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you know.
All right. Let me stay at the top of my list. I'm gonna go this one again. There was a handful I knew even before Kristin, and this is one of them because I remember it getting some play on 96. God.
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
gonna say that's on mine too.
Hey.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Hey.
Another home run.
Yeah.
Woo.
That was one of the ones I felt like should be, because as much I remember it getting a really good amount of play, but it doesn't anymore. And
Right.
it's a damn shame because number one, it's a great tune. It just kind of goes to that what I was saying before about her being criminally underrated. I think some people understand what she's done, but the fact that we can't hear this on the radio anymore,
Yeah.
We
Why
could-
aren't they playing it?
we couldn't even only a few years after. Like her time here specifically, I can't speak nationwide, but her radio play here was very confined to, I think by the time I was out of high school, Tori Amos wasn't really on the radio anymore here,
As far as I can remember, yeah.
which
I
is
agree with that.
insane.
Yeah. If you can't like listen to the radio presently and hear an old Tori song.
Exactly.
Yeah, they don't play her.
And that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is beyond me, especially a song like this. It grooves, it's got piano. I don't get it, but we get it because we got it. So
Yeah.
all right, we got two.
That's the importance of this episode.
Yes. All right, Lauren.
Oh boy. Oh. This is a song that I think needs to be on there because there just aren't enough songs in the world dedicated to the female orgasm. Raspberry Swirl.
No. But that one yet again was It was there by
No,
last
Jody.
night.
I'm sorry.
Oh man, I
sorry.
feel like I let you down there on that one, Lauren.
It's one every time I hear it, I have to dance. You know, I think it's like the quintessential electronic Tori.
That's fair.
You know, she's got like I like some of her other electronic stuff too, but this is the one that I was like, this is what I need on there.
I think those later records are going to be the ones that we're going to have a hard time finding each other on.
I think it's likely that if that's the sound that Why Can't Tori Read had, that band probably would have succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hun, your turn.
All right, so I'm going to be very heavy on Little Earthquakes here. I'm just going to warn you guys. Second on my list was Winter.
Yes.
That's my other tied for second place and the other song that I will always sing.
I love it. I don't know why. Like I love her beautiful, ballad songs.
What were you saying, Lauren?
It's not on my list, but I do love the song. I was just saying it's not on my list, but I do love it. So
Okay. Well, it goes to the
I'm
conversation.
happy to have it in the conversation.
3 of 4.
Now I have to ask, like, what y'all's interpretation of Winter is, because I've always had my own interpretation of it, and I feel like I probably am wrong, but I've always felt like it was about her relationship with God. Am I wrong on this?
I don't know.
If you really listen to
No,
it.
I think you're right. Yeah, I never
It's talking about I can't always be there for you, and
I haven't made that connection myself before, but I think that's a really great interpretation of it. You know, I
just
felt
had
it
to
was
throw
more
it out
of
there
a,
with other Tory
maybe like a
listeners.
father relation. I thought it was more about a father relationship.
Well, which
But
could
but that is God.
yeah,
So yeah,
could very easily be.
yeah.
I always had read it as a father or father-like figure relationship, so I
Right.
suppose God would work just as well, especially if you're looking at the Judeo-Christian version of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially because I know, Kristin, you said you hadn't like read her Wikipedia or anything, but she's a preacher's kid.
Oh, that would
So
explain a lot.
her father's a minister, so it makes a lot of sense
It
for
absolutely
it to
does.
represent both.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
I think both
Yeah.
is probably the accurate thing to state there. Yeah. All right, Jody.
All right, then. I'm just going to go run down my list from top to bottom here. Keeping in mind that after the first 10, there really is no order to them. They just are.
Yeah.
So
Same.
next would be Cornflake Girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have it.
Hey.
Woo.
I mean, again, it's one of those ones. So this is probably the Tori Amos song that most people would
think
know her
of,
for. But
yeah.
insanely enough, I bet you $1 million that people still don't know it, and they don't know that it's
Yes.
her. If people know who she is, they know this, sure. But if you don't know her, then because this doesn't get played either, and this was her most popular song. That's ridiculous. That is madness. This is a wonderful tune. Again, this is one of those ones that I knew going in, but the hook to this, you bet your life it is. Oh my God, that's great. Oh my God, that is so fucking great.
I love the Western whistle in the
Undertones.
background.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what instrument that is. Is that a flute? What is it?
It sounds almost like a long penny whistle, but
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not quite resonant enough for a flute, but it's not too far off.
Yeah. I think it's some kind of whistle for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going through to you guys, but there it is.
Here it is.
There's the whistle.
I always thought it was a whistle,
Might be.
like somebody
I guess
whistling.
it's just a whistle.
Yeah, I
Might
think
be.
it's just somebody whistling, and they
Maybe.
put it like an effect to it.
Who knows?
Possible.
Regardless,
Good
it's
whistle.
it's such a nice touch. All right. Okay. So like,
That was kind of interesting. The background on this here song, like where it's spur from, how it is she ended up writing it, and the way that the title of the song, because it was so popular, became associated with her, given the fact that the term was in the context of the song was actually derogatory.
Mhm.
Right.
Right. Never was a cornflake girl.
girls
Right.
were the ones that
We're boring
would
and plain.
end up
Yeah.
being nice to you, being nice to you, but they'd always be the ones that end up hurting you.
Mm.
And that the raisin girls were the harder ones to come by because they were so less frequent. But she would get referred to as the cornflake
Ah.
girl, when the cornflake girls were the ones that would hurt you even though they were in a close relationship with you.
Mm. Wow. Yeah.
Like you're always there, always
And
there.
it was actually from what I understand, the origin of the song was from a conversation that she was having with a friend about genital mutilation
Oh.
and
Oh
about
my
the
God.
female family members that would push the girls into the process,
Wow.
and that they were the cornflake
Mm.
girls.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad we all kind of came together on that one. Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea. All right. I guess with that,
I'd say I'm sorry for bringing it down, but we're
Guess-
talking about Tori Amos. here,
yes,
so
we're kind of there
It's
anyway.
true.
Just
we got to be realistic.
Yep.
Yeah.
I always like asking the question before we do the show to find out what the audience thinks of the artist. With Tori, I got one person saying all of Little Earthquakes, which makes sense. We got one person saying everything she's ever written, which also makes sense. And we only got literally a handful that, gave specific songs. And also we got Brian wondering why he wasn't on the panel. Which
Sorry,
make-
Brian.
yeah,
Hope that we're doing a good job for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But it always interests me, and when I saw that, it led me down that, because I already thought this was an important episode. Not to put importance on our mouths and what we're saying, but the fact that I didn't get a ton of answers other than an album and her entire discography says to me that not a lot of people know her. So that just proves the point. But one of the answers we did get was Cornflake Girl. And one of the other ones was off of my list, Caught a Late Sneeze.
I didn't put that one.
Yes,
on
I
mine.
have
that
it.
as well.
Oh, okay. So we got three.
Oh, man.
3 of
Had
4.
to be the
No worries, hon.
tear down.
It's in the conversation.
Yep.
We're fine.
Yep.
That's true.
We're doing well.
It's true.
All right. Lauren.
So Tori has a lot of epic songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most of her, what I would call like her gorgeous, melodic, just extravagant, full orchestral epics. A lot of those are on Under the Pink. And this song, I think, is the most gorgeous album closer of all time. And Jody, I'm really hoping that you're going to have it with me. Yes, Anastasia.
Mm-hmm.
I just removed that one from my list earlier.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
that hurts.
I just took it off my list earlier.
I don't.
Oh, no.
And
Oh.
understand that I had to struggle to cut things out from Under the Pink because I was going to have the entire album. Like I originally had the entire album, and I had to cut some stuff out.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
If it helps, though, I have the other 2 songs that are part of that 3-song group that are about that same subject, but I just don't have that one.
I tell you, like, Yes, Anastasia was definitely, I think it was 34 on my first pass. No, it was more than that. Then I had a second pass that dropped it down to 34.
I literally like an hour ago had it on my list and I was like listening and I was like, I like this song more and I cut it.
Oh.
Hard, so hard. Like,
Very
I mean,
difficult. This is the part of the show that I think people
It's
aren't
so
listening
hard.
to.
Yeah.
Like when they just listen to the
Yeah.
list and they go, "Oh, you guys are stupid for not having this." There's rules to how we come to our list.
yeah, it's like, it's not easy.
Yeah. All right, Hun.
That really hurts, you guys. I hate you.
Well, you should.
Sorry.
You should. It's okay.
I hate myself because I literally just took it off my list. I'm just gonna keep it going with my Little Earthquakes list here. But my next one from that one was Happy Phantom.
Yeah, I have it.
That was
don't,
one of
and
the
I-
ones I last cut.
Okay, 2.
I cut it for a reason, but I'm very glad it's through.
Well,
very happy.
Yeah, it'll go to the bottom of the conversation because it's 2, but it's in.
I won't be mad if it doesn't make it. I'll be okay. But I'm glad it's in the combo.
All right, Jody.
All right. Well, gonna go ahead then and do this out of the order I said I was going to because I didn't have Yes Anastasia. I will go ahead and do Baker Baker
Nope.
because it
No.
and
No.
another song are at that and Yes Anastasia are all about the healing process from the sexual assault that she went through when she was younger.
Man, that bums me out. Like,
It's okay. There's another one. There's a third one. We might get it.
I'm willing to bet I don't have it. That bums me out. Cause, yeah. Well, dang. Okay. So we're back to me.
So that was just me then.
Sounded like it. I mean, unless I
Yeah.
misheard anybody.
No, yeah.
I
No.
love the song. I absolutely love the song.
That whole album is really,
Yeah.
it's really a deep listen.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I'm gonna take a while.
That's what I call that it's my bath time album.
Okay.
When
'Cause you have
I
to be
want to
able to
have
listen.
a bath and light candles, that's the album I listen to. And I've got to drain the tub and refill it with hot water to listen to the whole album because it gets cold on me. But that's it. Like that's really hard, and all the songs work so well together. It's really hard to pick it apart and pick what's your favorite out of that,
And I think that
or
was
what's essential out of that.
one of the problems I had with that album is originally it's like, okay, you have all these songs, and then when you go back and pull them out individually, I'm like, oh, I guess I like that one in context to the one prior or the one after or whatever. So,
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take a wild swing here, because it feels to me like some of the later stuff we're all gonna be off in different directions on, but this one kind of stuck out on the first go around. She's Your Cocaine.
I didn't have that one.
No,
No,
Okay.
that one didn't make.
Okay.
It's all right. You knew that was a long shot.
like
Yeah.
it though.
All right, Lauren.
It's a fun one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since Happy Phantom is on, I was agonizing over adding Happy Phantom to my list or adding another silly song to my list. So, for anybody who doesn't know, Tori has a whole catalog of like weird little quirky, silly songs they're generally shorter. They're like really upbeat. Her
Yeah.
voice does this little like scatty thing throughout it sometimes because there's just like ups and downs. Mr. Zebra.
Oh.
I knew you were going to say that one. and obviously I went the opposite direction. I chose Happy Phantom. I did not put Mr. Zebra.
Well, Happy Phantom was on my list originally, and then I got to Mr. Zebra, and I was like,
I like this
one of
better.
these has to do it. And I went with
Yeah.
Mr. Zebra just because of
love
the
that.
horns.
Can I have your
but I'm-
sweater? Because it's cold, cold in my whole hole.
Yeah.
I do not have
so-
Mr. Zebra.
Yeah.
Unless Jody can
Well,
save
that's
you.
okay.
I don't.
I love how she's so in touch with her sexual, like she can sing songs like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Hun, it is your turn.
Oh, already. Donut song. Just throw that one out there.
Nope.
No, that didn't.
No.
That didn't make it.
Oh my gosh,
No
what is
donuts.
happening to
It's
Under
okay.
the Pink?
Oh no, that one's from Boys for Pele.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
yes. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I debated very heavily on putting that one on my list too, and I ended up not. So I'm sorry.
Well, we got a couple from that
Yeah.
album already on the list.
We're
so
still
we're
doing
good.
okay, but
We're good.
yeah, we're
As long as we're gonna have
Away
some
from each other,
representation there.
yeah.
We got a long ways to go though. We're good.
All right, Jody.
All right, so this would be the third one from those three that so far hasn't made it in. And this one was of that set was kind of the I can't live in that past, that I have to come to terms with what happened past the mission.
No.
And
Dang,
this one,
Jody,
the song had the backup vocals on the song were done by Trent Reznor.
Oh.
Which when I first heard it, it kind of
what
sounded
we're talking
like him, but I wasn't sure because usually when you hear Trent, he's either groaning or screaming, or
Yeah.
and you can't quite
Yeah.
But it was like it sounded kind of like him, but yeah, it's him on it.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you save them? Save them, Lauren?
I think
I
she said
can't,
no.
No.
I'm sorry, Jody. And this is what I mean. It was on my list till the very end.
For the record, the
It's a-
listeners are with you. Past the mission was one of them that the listeners brought up. Oh,
I feel like that
And
counts as one, and it should be in the conversation then.
I'm just saying this hurts. There's a lot
It's
that.
hard.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
What was it,
We
90s?
might have to. I don't know. We might have to pull it out of the trash.
Yeah, we'll see. Because as it currently stands, we have 3 all the way through and 4 in the conversation. So it may just come down to NTP. We'll see. Again, I'm gonna take some wild swings here. I'm gonna go to Scarlet's Walk. I'm gonna go A Sort of Fairy Tale.
Yes.
Hey.
I don't, but I'm happy it's in the convo.
Scarlet's Walk was a album we were supposed to. I
dear.
didn't even, because I love that song. I didn't even do that album. That album is not.
I said that to you last night, but
Oh
aside
man.
from the,
There's too many. There was
no.
too many albums on this.
we did 7.
Yeah, that was just one too many. And again, like I said, my stupidity, I listened to the wrong albums. Like, I won't lie to you guys. Like, I realized this like a week ago. I'm like, okay, I have like 4 songs from The Beekeeper I got to remove. And then I didn't even know Scarlet's Walk.
That's
Guys.
okay.
Oh.
I mean, but I have 20 songs that I love on my list regardless.
Jody and I saved you because
It's in the conversation.
conversation.
Good.
so.
Because I love that song.
All right.
It totally would have made my list had I included that album.
All right, Lauren.
We haven't talked about Native Invaders yet. So Up the Creek.
Mm-hmm.
I got
got it.
that. Yep, I got that one.
All right, nice.
Yeah. I got a couple from.
It
Yeah.
there's something about that one. Like it has a
It's really
a
upbeat.
Western folksy feel, but it's also
Yeah.
electronic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just a neat,
Whoop,
and with
my bad.
it being one of her newer pieces,
Yeah.
I hadn't heard it before we did this deep dive.
Mhm.
Which,
was a
which
really
track
good
were we talking
listen.
about off there?
Up the Creek.
Up the creek. Yeah. No, I only ended up having one from that album.
Makes sense.
That was the one that really jumped out at me, and that wasn't one.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
I
it's the one I got or another one.
I have one other one from it.
Yeah,
But
me
I
too.
Me too.
oh, okay.
Yay,
I
there's
will
a
s-
possibility.
Yeah, I will say that with Up the Creek, it reminded me of like her tie to religion. You know, it's not as direct here, but it is also direct. If you know what, The Creek Don't Rise is. So,
Yeah.
All right. It's in the conversation. 3 of 4. So did I put it on this one yet? No. Let me put it on this one, and then it is Kristin's turn, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to my favorite album. If it's not already obvious. And pull Leather out.
No.
No.
Now that one I'm really sad. That
I'm
one
sorry,
really sad.
Kristin. This is the same for me. Like I had that on there like through multiple passes and just had to cut it. I love how sensual it is. I love how I love that song. I love it.
Now that
And
one
I'm just going to
sad
say
about.
that every song that I don't
I
have.
know,
Yeah,
I
right.
know,
right?
Song, sorry.
I know.
Yep, that's
Now
the way it goes.
Yeah, that one I'm really sad. I won't lie.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
That's
the
okay.
way that's the way the game goes.
No.
All right, Jody.
All right. This will be the last one that I have from Little Earthquakes. Crucify.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I have that one.
3 of us do.
Well, I was just talking about Crucify with you, babe.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. She's like, I've been raising up my hands, drop another nail in. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. Well,
Love.
and then if I'm not mistaken, that's like track 1.
Yeah,
like,
it's the
so-
opening
Yeah.
track.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I push
Yes.
play on Tori for this,
That's the
again,
very first.
I had songs that I knew that, I didn't really need to listen to, and even from this album. But in preparation for this specifically, I hit play and I hear Crucify. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Like, this is, word. I mean, I had a feeling of what she was about, but it kind of like solidified, okay, she is exactly what I think she is, and this is a great track to set it off. So, all right, Crucify. I've been sitting on that one
combo.
because that one was at the top of my list. I didn't want to play it. I was waiting for somebody else. So thank you, Jody. All right, I'm gonna just keep swinging wildly here. I think I'm gonna go to Venus and back because we haven't touched on that one yet. Bliss.
No,
No.
not I.
Okay. Again, like,
I don't think I pulled any from that album.
I honestly,
Spoilers.
even though I hate saying this, especially now in hindsight, there's stuff from there that is good. Obviously, I found 2 songs that I was able to pull through, but I honestly think we probably could have left that one out in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you gonna
Yeah.
do?
That's
There's
probably the one.
there's no way I could have known that, going in. So, all right, we are back to Lauren.
All right. I'll go ahead and get rid of my one pick from Venus. Suede.
No.
That
Right.
was one of the 2 that made it through my first pass, but that's the one that I cut.
We're not gonna,
Understood.
We are not going to find each other.
No, not on this album. We aren't anyway.
Yeah. All right, Kristin.
Okay. Well, I'll go to back to Under the Pink, pull one from Under the Pink. And Lauren was saying earlier, these pretty orchestral songs, Pretty Good Year
Nope.
is one of those.
Nope. Unfortunately, nope.
No, that
No.
one
Alright, that's
is one of the ones I did end up cutting out.
I believe both Past the Mission and Pretty Good Year were on the radio. If I recall correctly, I recall hearing Pretty Good Year on the radio here.
Yeah, it played here for a little while.
God and Cornflake Girl, 100% I remember, but okay, so that's not out of the realm. All right, Jody?
All right, then I guess I'll go ahead and run the one that I have from To Venus and Back. 1,000 Oceans.
No.
That was one of my last cuts.
All right.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's fitting since Suede was one of my last.
Yeah.
We're just hurting each other left and right.
I know, right? Stabs.
Right?
Stabs everywhere.
All right. So I think I have 8 left. So we'll do a couple more rounds and then we'll just blast out whatever we got left.
Yeah, I got 8 too, I think.
I'll go to Boys for Pele.
Also eight.
How about Blood Roses?
Yep.
Yes.
Not me.
No! Come on, Lauren.
Okay, it's in the conversation.
Yeah,
It
it's in
could
the
have went all the
conversation.
way.
But you look at
It
this.
doesn't need to. It doesn't
Blood
need to. We're good.
Roses. God,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah. Well, again, her and the harp for
Yeah,
me, it's just
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
God
That
bless it.
harpsichord. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to ignore her harpsichord. But if you look at this, 3 all the way through, what did I say before we went on?
Yeah. Doesn't she do that? Ah, at the beginning of that one too?
Yep.
Blood Roses.
That's the
yeah, that's the
opening
one.
notes,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, so
I love that.
I went Blood Roses, so it is Lauren's turn.
All right. You guys don't have it. I'm gonna die.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Never say
Precious
that.
things.
Nope.
Yes, I
Precious
have that
things.
one. Oh,
No.
Yes, I do.
Thank you, Kristin. Thank you.
Yes.
So he can make you come. It doesn't make him Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So you can make me come. It doesn't make you Jesus.
Hell yeah.
But honestly, like the whole second verse
Yeah.
of that song, he said, "You're really an ugly girl, but I
Yeah.
like the way you play."
Okay.
And I died, but I thanked him.
Mm.
Can you believe that? And like, God, I didn't think this was gonna happen, but I should have known. Those lines like just cut deep into my soul of
Yeah.
like having low self-esteem, feeling bad about yourself, trying to impress people, and them giving you like a little glimmer of like, well, I mean, you're gross, but okay, we can hang out, I guess.
Mm.
And just being that desperate to be liked and for anything.
I think of those.
That song just like speaks to me on so many levels, and
Yeah.
especially because even her saying that, her feeling that, but then here's this like just rockin' kick-ass killer song
The end of that, and
that is just like, it's just like break the windows, bring the walls down, anger, and
yeah,
it's
she
gorgeous.
she wanted to smash their faces in. What did she say?
Yeah, I want to smash the
their
I
little
want to
race-
smash the faces of those beautiful boys, those Christian boys,
Right.
so you can make me come. It doesn't make you Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. For the record, 3 all the way through, 9 in the conversation, so we do not need NTP. So
Woohoo.
Oh,
Oh, you're ready to pull sugar out of the trash, weren't you?
no, the other one. Which one did I say I would take out of the trash?
I think it was past the mission. Past
Yes.
the mission.
Yes. Yeah, it was past the mission because I feel like we might. All right, let's keep going.
Yes.
Okay.
Kristen,
Okay.
it is your
See what
turn.
Oh, it is? Okay. I'm going to throw Twinkle in there.
No.
I knew that one would be a long shot.
No, that made it through my first pass, but I did end up cutting it.
I actually wrote a song myself based largely off of that song that for whatever reason my 12-year-old brain also named my own song Twinkle. I wasn't very creative. But yeah, I wrote a song based off that song and named it Twinkle for whatever reason. I'll never forget that. I think I was like 12 or 13 years old.
All right, Jody?
All right. Let me go ahead and get rid of the last one that was in my first 10. Cruel.
Yes.
No.
I don't have it, but I'm happy it's through.
All right. Cruel goes into the combo. All right, so what I think I'm going to do here is I know I had said we'll do another round, but I think I'm just going to clear mine. We'll clear it out now. So here's what I got left. From Under the Pink, Bells for Her. No.
No.
Okay.
No.
The Wrong Band. Nope. Okay. From Boys for Pele, Little Amsterdam.
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So close. So close on that one.
From To Venus and Back, Datura, which was the one I was willing to cut for sugar. So Datura. All right. From Scarlet's Walk, Another Girl's Paradise. No. Okay.
No.
Well, you know I don't because
Yeah.
I didn't listen to them.
Yeah. And from Native Invader, Benjamin.
No.
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 Okay. A whole lot of nothing.
Oh my God.
Whole lot of nothing. All
Jody,
right.
how many do you have left?
I've got 7.
Okay.
I think I got some.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Lauren.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yep. Clear them out.
Around, okay. From Little Earthquakes, Mother.
Nope.
No.
It's like one of the few.
My last one on Under the Pink is Cloud on My Tongue.
I have that.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Didn't mean to do that.
Okay, good. I've got 2 left on Boys for Pele. Muhammad, My Friend. Okay. Jody, did you say yes?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Muhammad, my friend, goes to conversation.
And In the Springtime of His Voodoo.
No, so good though. All those.
No.
Didn't.
Okay.
That one didn't make it.
That for me is Jazz Tori.
Yeah.
She's like Tori scatting, like and that's another one that I have to dance to.
That
I
sounded
freaking
just
love
like
that
scat.
song. I have. Oh gosh, I've got like that much more. Northern Lad from Choir Girl. That one.
Darn.
Can I just say real quick that one has one of my favorite lines. You're only wet because of the rain. And I did use this line one time on
sensing a
Facebook,
pattern.
and an ex-boyfriend took it as a dig. I did not, but it's not that. Like in the context of the song, it's like, get out of the rain, you moron.
Yeah.
You know, not not a sexual, meaning of wet. But anyway, I really like that song. It speaks to me a lot. Scarlet's Walk, Wednesday,
No.
No.
and Carbon.
That was a very, very late cut for me.
No.
Yeah. I had trouble keeping on Carbon because I felt like it had a lot of similarities of some of her earlier work. But Wednesday had that really cool Western sound.
Mm-hmm.
There were a lot of songs on Scarlet's Walk actually with that, like Don't Make Me Come to Vegas.
Mhm.
And I Can't See New York. There were I really loved those. I wished I had room for them. My last one is Breakaway from Native Invaders.
Nope.
No.
All right.
Wow.
All right, Kristin.
So I had a couple left from Boys for Pele still. Beauty Queen Horses was on my list.
No.
And then Hey Jupiter. I don't think we mentioned Hey Jupiter.
I have it.
I can't believe.
Hey.
Oh, you do? Good. Yay.
Yeah, I have Hey Jupiter.
I don't have it, but I'm really glad it's here.
That's one of the ones that I have like downloaded to my phone that I listen to on a regular. I don't know why I didn't bring it up earlier in our convo, but from the Choir Girl Hotel, Black Dove, January.
I ended up cutting that out.
A beautiful song.
And then I pulled from Native Invader, I pulled Chocolate Song. And
No.
I liked that one, but I didn't have it on my list either.
and let's see. Tear in Your Hand from Little Earthquakes. Nobody had that one.
No,
No.
but I love that song.
And then the last one that we didn't mention was Spring Haze. And I don't know what album that one's from.
Venus. I
Okay.
think,
From
right?
okay. Venus and back.
Yep.
Okay.
Because
Sounds like
I
Venus
had it and cut it. Yeah.
I think that's the rest of mine.
All right, Jody, you want to clear out?
All right, so I only have 4 left. So that means 3 of mine were in everyone else's clear out, which is
Sweet.
not bad.
Yeah.
So let's see here. So I've got from Under the Pink, I've got Space Dog.
I was so close to adding Space Dog. I'm sorry.
From the Choir Girl Hotel, I have Playboy Mommy.
Oh God, I cut that one last
Good
night.
one.
And from Scarlet's Walk, I have Gold Dust.
That song
And
is
then-
beautiful, but I didn't keep Goldust on because I had on Yes Anastasia, and I was like, I like
Yeah.
this song because it sounds like Yes Anastasia.
Mhm. And I didn't have Yes Anastasia because I let Gold Dust take that
Because you had Past. Okay.
because I had Past Position and Baker. So
Oh.
Right.
having Yes Anastasia as well, it's like, okay, I'm I've overdone
overkill.
this.
Yeah.
I've got to back off.
I've overdone this whole thing.
And then the last one from Native Invader is Broken Arrow.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
I
So
love the theme of that album.
I want to point this out because, again, I always find this stuff interesting. Between the four of us, only 2 songs from Under the Pink didn't get played. The Waitress and Icicle.
Oh, really?
Between the four of us,
Wow.
the rest of the record made it somewhere into this
That's
conversation.
saying something.
Yeah. So there's
About
also
that
1,
album.
2, 3, 4. I also want
And-
to say this before we move on to the one of the hardest cuts I made was off of Little Earthquakes. I cut off, and thankfully so, apparently, because it would have hurt even more bringing it to the conversation, and then everybody going, "No, you're stupid." Me and a Gun. Oh my God.
Yeah, that one's
So-
good.
Here's the I thought about it early on when I first started getting my list together. I decided not to add Me and a Gun just because she has so many other songs about survival and moving on. I love that it's a cappella. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful
Yeah.
song,
Yeah.
but a cappella is not her.
That's ultimately why I didn't choose it. I was
Because
like,
it stands out from the crowd.
right.
Right. And I honestly was afraid. I was like, what if everybody has Me and a Gun and I don't? And then I have to argue against it being number 1 with a bullet.
Oh.
Like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I better come up with something to say here.
All right. So, I hate to pat myself on the back, but I was right. 3, Silent All These Years, God, and Cornflake Girl. 2 of them I figured were the home runs. There was a different one I would have guessed would have been the 3rd home run. And we have, I think it was 14. Hold on, let me see.
In the combo?
13 in the combo
Nice.
that we need to chop down to
Okay.
7.
We can work with that.
All right. So we need 7 of these: Professional Widow, Winter, Caught a Light Sneeze, Blood Roses, Up the Creek, Crucify, Happy Phantom, Sort of Fairy Tale, Precious Things, Cruel, Cloud on My Tongue, Muhammad My Friend, and Hey Jupiter.
So many good ones.
I know.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, let's start with the discussion on Past the Mission. Jody, it was me and you who had Cloud on My Tongue. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you want to get rid of Cloud on My Tongue for Past the Mission?
If it's between the 2 of those, yes, definitely.
Unless somebody else thinks there's some, because I have to take off one of mine that got through to get Past the Mission back on, right?
Right.
Is that how it works?
Yes. So,
I think Past the Mission is a better representation of what we don't have from Under the Pink than Cloud on My Tongue is.
okay.
That's why I'm willing to do that.
Lay on the sword.
Yeah.
That being said, we do already have 2 from Under the Pink totally through.
Yeah. And it's
But I think we've all kind of agreed album representation doesn't matter.
right.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm with you.
And and we were talking about like the trilogy of songs that represented her journey to overcome her past trauma. I think we've got to have one of those on there.
Well, if that's how we're feeling, then I think we put Past the Mission on the list, because what did you just say? Like pretty much that whole album
Yeah.
was mentioned, other than maybe 1 or 2 songs. So the clear representation to have all those 3 songs on our list makes total sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll put Past the Mission through. And next we need to work on this, because since we've decided that album representation doesn't really matter, the only 3 that are past the first 3 are Up the Creek, A Sort of Fairy Tale, and Cruel. Of those 3, the only one I would really think belongs is A Sort of Fairy Tale. I think Up the Creek is a great song. I think it's a great Tori song. Does it hold up to the rest of her discography? And is it deserving of being in the 10 for reasons other than album representation, which we've decided doesn't matter?
No, I'm mad I didn't listen to that album, because I definitely would have had A Sort of Fairy Tale on my list. And correct me if I'm wrong. Am I the only one that didn't have that one when it was mentioned?
I think it was Jody and
I think.
I have sort of fairy tale.
So do I.
Yeah, I didn't have it either, Kristin.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
I will say this.
But I like the song, and my other picks for Scarlet's Walk didn't get through. I agree with it going through to the top 10.
And for me, the two songs that are in the conversation that I am in a position where I will attempt to defend them going in are a sort of fairy tale and winter. So
Okay. So let's dump out Up the Creek and Cruel. Because at this point, I think they're great tunes. I just don't think they're up to snuff. Sort of Fairy Tale is very Tori and belongs.
Yeah.
All right. So now we've got it down to, we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 through. And we have what? 9 left? Yes. 9 left to get 5. All right. So here they are. Professional Widow, Winter, Caught a Light Sneeze, Blood Roses, Crucify, Happy Phantom, Precious Things, Muhammad My Friend, and Hey Jupiter. So, oof.
Can we start from the top and put Professional Widow in?
Yes,
Does anybody
please.
have a problem with
No.
Professional Widow being in the top 10?
no, I don't. I
No
don't really have a
problems.
problem with it.
No
No
do I.
problems there.
Then let's get that in there.
Yeah, let's do that.
We need Rockin'. We need
Yeah.
Harpsichord.
And
Yes.
Blood Roses.
well,
Although I
because
get because
looking at
they're
the list, we didn't have any hard rock Tory. We didn't have any
Yeah.
harpsichord yet.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is true.
So
All right. And I mean, the very next one is the one Jody already put out that they want.
Winter. I'm good with that.
Me too. I mean, I had it.
I agree with Winter being on
Winter.
there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And for me, I think I'm the only one that didn't have Winter, and it's because I had Mother.
Right.
And for me, Winter and Mother are very intertwining with that. And for me, I know, Kristin, you brought up Winter being more about a relationship with God, but like
Or
I
fa-
always
or dad.
interpreted it as a relationship with the father
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah.
And then Mother is right there alongside.
This is true. Yeah.
And they're very similar styles. I think that Winter's a beautiful representation of that and of her other work. So I think it definitely belongs.
All right. So now we've got 3 spaces left still. Is there anything that's left that you really want to fight for, Lauren?
Oh no, Precious Things.
Precious Things is one that I was gonna say.
Okay, what do we got? 2.
Like Blood Roses and Precious Things are my 2, and Happy Phantom I'm fighting for. Those 3.
my 2, my 3.
My 3. Crucify and wait.
I was
see?
gonna say Precious Things
Oh,
and
shit.
Happy Phantom.
Okay, so
Um,
let me put those at the top. Chris and R also threw her weight behind Blood Roses.
Oh my gosh! And then, but there's Crucify and Caught a Light Sneeze there, and this is hard. We only got 3 spots left.
We have three spots left.
ugh.
So,
Okay.
judging by how this conversation's going, though, it sounds to me like we can probably lose Muhammad, My Friend, and Hey Jupiter at this point.
Hate to let go of Hey Jupiter, but yeah.
Have you guys ever heard the version of Muhammad, My Friend, with Maynard from Tool?
I have not. I don't think.
No.
That's a really good version too.
What are you
One we
doing?
Listen to.
He's taking them away.
Well, again, I'm just basing it on
I
how the
know.
conversation's going.
I know. You're right. We gotta lose. We can't have them all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jody, like of these 5, are there any that you're kind of looking at heavier?
Crucify.
Same. Shoot. Honestly, at this point, I feel like Caught a Light Sneeze is the odd person out.
Yeah, I hate it to be, but like if I'm putting that between Blood Roses, then Blood Roses would be over Cloud and Light Sneeze.
And I would put anything from any of the 3 from Little Earthquakes above Caught a Light Sneeze as well. So,
Yeah, that's true.
all right.
I don't know that I agree, and I just have to say this to say it. I've already gotten enough of my way. I'm not going to fight, but I don't know that I put Blood Roses above Caught a Light Sneeze. But for the sake of the list, I agree to what we have here.
So, this is where it gets really difficult because we have one spot for, or I'm sorry, we have three spots, 4 songs.
Well, Happy Fandom is the standout of the 4 we have left.
I just want Happy Phantom and Precious Things, and then everybody else can vote on the others. I'll sit out my vote for that.
All right, so let's
so
get
that we can have an odd vote to get
Happy
the
Phantom.
Let's get Happy Phantom. Because then if it's Precious Things, then it's Crucify versus Blood Roses. Oof, looking at this list, that kind of... Shoot. A really good song is about to hit the floor.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no avoiding this. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing is like, if the only way out of this means that we have to like, I'd say really more than one of us, since there's 4 of us here, have to like insist. Because if we're going to pull a Fredo with four panel members, I think we need more than one of us to be backing it up.
Yeah. But again, judging by the conversation we've had, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah. Yeah. None of these are that kind of song.
Here's the conundrum going on in my head. I know we've decided that album representation doesn't matter, but looking at the list, like Professional Widow's the only thing we have from Boys for Pele, and that
Is it really?
yeah,
Yeah.
and that.
So
Wow.
then we'd need Blood Roses to balance that out.
I could also understand not including Blood Roses because it's more harpsichord, which Professional Widow does better anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the thing. Professional Widow does harpsichord better than Blood Roses.
Yeah.
But they're saying they're totally different songs, but I'm with you there.
And if we
we had so many songs from Boys for Pele that were on in the conversation.
Yeah, we had 1,
Yeah.
2, 3 others that were there
That we've taken away.
that didn't.
Caught a Light Sneeze, Muhammad My Friend, Hey Jupiter.
Yep.
And Lauren was already trying to make the case for Caught a Light Sneeze over Blood Roses.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm willing to let it go. You know, like I said, I wasn't trying to make the case because I didn't think it was worth the fight, but like in my opinion, Caught a Light Sneeze was the better. But
And then my argument
better.
from that one was to put Hey Jupiter from
Well, see, that's
from Boys for Pele. But
we're not getting anywhere. We're going backwards now.
I know. I can't. You're right. We are. We're going totally backwards here.
So also something to think about. Again, I hate to keep reiterating the fact we said album representation doesn't matter, but if Precious Things and Crucify go through, then we have 5 from Little Earthquakes,
Little Earthquakes,
which is a great record. And I feel like warrants, like we all said the first 3 are where it's at anyway. But I don't know. I can't fight this feeling of wanting it to be a little bit more balanced.
Just gonna put this out here. What if we get rid of Cornflake Girl?
Oh.
See,
And
I
here's
thought
why.
go for it.
I almost didn't have Cornflake Girl on my list.
Mhm.
I know it went through as a grand slam, but I almost didn't have it on my list because for 2 months since I said I was going to be on this panel and was excited listening to it, all Matt has said to me was Cornflake Girl, Cornflake Girl, Cornflake Girl. You're going to put Cornflake Girl on your list? And then like every time that I would try to have a serious discussion about, I'm really trying hard to choose between this song and this song because they both really have a similar tone and a similar feel. And Matt would say to me, you know what I would do if I was on Deprogrammed for Tori Amos? I would put Cornflake Girl on 10 times.
But that's Matt's bit. 'Cause
It is Matt's bit, but also I finally said to him this morning, I was like, listen to me. I said, I might not have Cornflake Girl on my list at 1:30 this afternoon. This was like 9 a.m. Okay. Said I might not have Cornflake Girl on my list, and everybody else may have it on. And if they are going to make it number one with a bullet, I need to argue against it. And my only answer right now is that my boyfriend has been saying the words Cornflake Girl for 2 months. So I need you to explain what the deal is. And he said, it's the only song I know. And every time I hear her voice, I think it's Cornflake Girl, whether it is or not.
Yeah. Well, and he would because because Matt. He would because Matt, but also because he's around our age. So like Tori Amos,
knows it.
Yeah, that is going to be the one he knows. Anybody younger than us, I guarantee doesn't. And that's sad because it's a great song. What were you going to say, hon? Because you brought up that same thing about it being number one, not being number one with a bullet.
Oh, I was prepared for a fight for it to not be, because I thought everybody was going to come into this wanting to fight for it to be number one. And I told Justin before we even recorded, I was like, I have a fight for it to not be.
Yeah.
Like, I'm prepared to argue for that song to not be the number one. And part of that reason is because everybody already knows it. If you were going to be into Tori Amos based off of the fact that you've heard that song, then you would already be a Tori Amos fan. So this song, it's kind of almost pointless for it to be on the list because that is the one song that everybody already knows.
But that being said, anybody who knows Tori Amos knows that song, sure. This list isn't for somebody who knows Tori Amos. Now, the hate we'll get because we included it or didn't is going to be from Tori Amos fans.
This will be a big one. Yeah, a big fight. I'm sure.
But I'm of the mindset that anybody your age, younger than your age, hon, probably doesn't
not gonna know.
No, might not even know who Tori Amos is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I totally agree.
What year did you graduate high school?
03.
Okay.
03. Yeah.
My
So
sister-in-law, I went to see Tori like 5 years ago. And when I got back from it, my sister-in-law was talking to me. I was like, oh yeah, I just saw Tori Amos. It was great. And my sister-in-law was like, oh, does she sing that song? Damn, wish I was your lover. I'm like, no, not.
Is she younger than me?
Like, no, that is not her. No, she graduated in 01.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. See, well, like I said,
Well, I only knew Tori because of my parents. I'm telling you, had my parents not owned, like, these records were in my house, physically in my house. I'd never heard her on the radio. I was familiar with her from my parents owning her records. So that's why I know her. It's not because I listened to Z104 back in those days. I didn't even listen to 96X. I listened to Z104, which was like rap and pop and
it still is top 40.
Yeah, top 40 songs. So like I didn't know her from the radio. So it's possible like I wouldn't know her at all if it weren't for my parents owning her records.
All right. Jody, you've been awfully silent over there.
Yeah.
For a reason, I assume then.
Damn it, Justin, you laughed my headphones off my head.
Oh, sorry.
Take it down, Skidrow. It's okay, I do this. I'm guilty, so of the same.
I'm afraid I really can't be of any help here.
My solution is still to remove Cornflake Girl and add these three that we're staring at.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm behind that as a plan, but I will say that if we are going to remove something that's already all the way through, to allow those three to go through, then as much as I hate to utter the words I'm about to utter, I have to agree with you. if I'm going to pull something else out of there, if I'm going to take away
Yeah.
something we already accepted, then Cornflake Girl would have to be the one. I don't want to. I really don't want to.
Right.
But I can't. I can't defend
If we're
taking
gonna
something else in its place.
If we're gonna take something off, it's got to be a unanimous decision. So I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's gonna be bullying anybody into this.
No.
But
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't.
Justin, what do you think?
I don't even know past the mission, so I can't
Oh,
even.
really?
Yeah, I can't even like picture that song in my mind. So
Justin, can you play a clip?
Yeah. Let me do
I mean, I obviously have heard it, but that's okay.
You know,
It's different. I
yeah.
mean, it's worth being on the list because it's different
It's
than the ones we have
also-
on there.
It's also one of those ones that kind of has multiple vibes in it,
Mhm.
and I can't picture which of the others have that. Where there's that change, where like it starts like really upbeat, really melodic, like soft, and then into like a more slow chorus.
Well, I'm thinking
No.
I'm sitting here.
Am I explaining that well?
Oh no, we're
Yeah.
keeping past the mission on there for sure.
Yeah. Well, to me,
I don't think
the-
we had taken that one off.
Yeah, to me, the meaning of the song and with the trilogy is what
Yeah.
it made me accept it.
I'm looking at all the ones from Little Earthquakes we have on, and my thought process is what can we take away from Little Earthquakes that's already being represented? Like, to me, Precious Things and Crucify have similar sounds. So it's, to me, it's like between those two, like which one do we put through? Because in my mind, they both have similar.
So
I mean, not
a little Crucify. Now, do we have this vibe there already?
I don't know. Scroll up, babe. No.
All right, so there's a little bit of Crucify
We
myself.
really don't. We
don't
really
have anything
don't.
that sounds like that. But we don't have anything that sounds like Precious Things either.
And Blood Roses gets cut.
I know. That's why I was saying that we got to cut either Precious Things or Crucified. In my mind, I would prefer Precious Things over Crucify.
I think
As much as I love Crucify.
if we weigh this on song strength alone, it's Precious Things and Crucify. If we take into account album representation at all, then it's either Precious Things or Crucify with Blood Roses. So it comes back to the question, do we care at all if there's album representation? Because for me, it's hard to let go of that idea, even though
Right.
we
We have albums that are missing.
right. We have
Yeah.
albums
It's
completely.
it's hard to look at it's hard to look at the list and think that. But the thing is, we have represented Boys for Pele on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So to me, it sounds like let's lose Blood Roses and put Crucify and Precious Things through.
All right.
All right. So that gives us our 10. And now it gets heavier. It doesn't get any easier. So let me run it down real quick. Silent All These Years, God, Cornflake Girl, Past the Mission, A Story Fairy Tale, or A Sort of Fairy Tale. I can read. Professional Widow, Winter, Happy Phantom, Crucify, and Precious Things. Those are our 10. Now, Lauren, of those 10, those 10, what is the number one with a bullet?
Professional Widow.
Yep.
Man, you know, that's the one
I'm there. That's my pick.
that's the one I've been thinking all along. So
Like, I think in my heart, my favorite song is Precious Things.
mhm.
But I know that Precious Things almost didn't make the list.
Yeah.
So I can't argue for that.
Yeah.
So runner up for me that I think is a wonderful number one with a bullet is Professional Widow. And I think we'll pass that Fredo test too. So
Possibly. What about you, Jody? What are you thinking?
Given what we've got on the list, I probably would have said either A Sort of Fairy Tale or Professional Widow. So
Okay.
I'll go with it.
One of the other ones I was looking at was God.
Yeah, same here.
Of what we have here. And Crucify gives you that feeling because it's that track one. Like I thought of that, but again, I said this when I started. Professional Widow is hands down my favorite Tori Amos song. Like it's everything you want. As a matter of fact, this is an excuse to play a little bit of it because it didn't go through unanimously.
Oh yeah.
Do not pass that, Justin. Use that.
Well, the top three that you have sitting on this list right now are my top three. The Professional Widow, Silent All These Years, and God. And they're all very different songs. So at this point, it's like, what is going to be the one that pulls somebody in?
And I got to say, like, when we were talking beforehand, you did a little bit of research on the song, hon. And it kind of entrenched me further into camp Professional Widow. Because Starfucker, she obviously says, 9 Inch Nails comes out with a song a couple years later, Starfuckers Incorporated. And like it being tied to, it's supposedly about Courtney Love. And just kind of the story behind it was like, oh shit, like there's more to this than just it being a rockin' ass tune that I dig. So, all right. I think we've done something wonderful here. Professional Widow is our number one with a bullet. Silent All These Years, God, Cornflake Girl, Past the Mission, A Sort of Fairy Tale, Winter, Happy Phantom, Crucify, and Precious Things rounds out our top 10. And I'm very happy we did not lose Cornflake Girl there. I mean,
you were the only one that was really holding it. You held your ground, babe.
I just think
it was just a suggestion.
Oh no, I get it. I don't think as many people know her as we think because we do. You know what I mean? And because
I have no illusions that any random person knows her. Honestly, I'm surprised anybody more than 4 years plus minus my age knows her.
Yeah, well, and it's because again, I think she's critically acclaimed. I think other musicians get it and dig her, but she had a brief moment in the mainstream sun, which, you know, ultimately, what does that matter? Depending on the artist, she probably doesn't give a shit because she's
making music,
right? She actually has a new EP coming out in a couple weeks, I think. I tweeted her earlier.
She's been making music forever.
Yeah,
I mean,
but at the same time, like the fact that more people do not know more Tori Amos is it's a damn shame. So, oh boy, hey, we're gonna talk more. I tell you that because you can hear that conversation. Patreon.com/ohhijustin after the fact is where this panel talks more. It'll be a conversation that sprung from here, which at this point I forget what it was. We had one. And I forgot what it was. Maybe you guys can help me remember.
So many more conversations.
And then you can patreon.com/ohhijustin. $1 a month gets you that. It gets you all the content that I'm doing. A daily Oh Hi Justin pod. It honestly, it just helps keep me motivated to continue doing things because all this is a lot of hard work. And, you know, maybe you don't think so because it's listening to music, but there's a lot of work that goes behind this stuff, and you can help keep me going. Patreon.com/ohhijustin. Thank you so much. And if you're hearing this, whatever podcast platform you're on, hit subscribe. Would love to have you aboard every week to listen to the show. Rate, comment if you'd like, but the absolute best way to help this program is by sharing. So please consider sharing the link. Please consider telling somebody that you enjoy Deprogrammed. Thank you very much. And with that said, Tori Amos. Learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.